Let's start with you telling the people how I eat more than you on a regular basis.
He's focused.
You don't think you eat more than me?
I don't think I do.
Just on the pod days.
No.
I eat once.
Is there anybody in here you think that would agree with you?
There are days when we come here and we eat one time. We go home at 10, 11 o'clock sometimes and we eat once.
So there isn't anybody that might agree with you?
I don't know what they would agree with or disagree. It depends on who the person is.
They right there. Look, they right there.
Yo, there aren't days we come here and we eat one time?
Oh, boy, this guy will change. He's good. Look how fast he did that. Do I eat more than Ish?
No.
Corey, do I eat more than Ish? Parks, do I eat more than Ish?
Absolutely not.
Hey, Savon, do I eat more than Ish?
Yeah, I say Vaughn. That's the good one.
Hey, Savon. No, right? Savon, the person who goes to get the food. This ain't an indictment against who you be. But this is who you be. You eat
he's a growing man.
MCs for lunch, breakfast.
Yo, he not smiling because he disagree with all this shit.
Why you think God gave this nigga his tongue like that?
Yo, dog, please stop talking about my tongue.
All right, forget it. All right,
What is wrong with this guy?
forget it then. Here's a dumb question, or maybe a question from ignorance. Where is the state of rock right now?
Oh, it's in a weird place right now, currently. There was a nice resurgence around 2000, I'd say 7 to
Maroon
10,
5
11.
around there?
Sort of, but that was more pop rock.
I just mean the time.
Yeah,
Not
time.
them.
Maroon 5 was a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But Arcade Fire was dope. Vampire Weekend was dope. There was a lot of shit happening in Brooklyn, indie rock shit that was happening around Kid Cudi, MGMT. You know what I'm saying? That era, 2008, 2009, there was a nice resurgence in indie rock shit, but it kind of...
Is that still happening? I don't know
Not
anything
much.
about it.
Not much. I think the only...
You feel like white people would be fucking protesting in the street if the state of indie rock were really compromised.
Why? They could just go back to old
They
shit?
just seem too quiet to think that rock and roll is... I'm not going to stay dead,
right,
but dormant?
Decline.
Dormant. I'm not informed enough to say decline. I don't know. There could be rock groups out there that are totally thriving, getting busy, record sales, and I just am none the wiser. But you used to feel it.
Yeah.
You used to be able to feel it.
Kind of quiet,
you used to have to deal with them at the award shows.
The awards used to be, yeah.
Yeah, now...
There'd be a motherfucker that sold 77 million albums that you never heard of with some crazy-ass name. What'd you just say? Vampires Weekend?
Vampire Weekend? Yeah, no, they're
I
dope.
just think shit like that is interesting considering where they thought hip-hop would be. And...
Flaming Lips dropped a dope rock album last year that I didn't see too many people talking about.
I've never heard it.
But they've been around for a while.
Fam, that's the funniest shit.
My
Them niggas just make up a
buddy
name.
Jeremy that played on a bunch of your records, he kind of keeps me in the loop.
Concrete Grass. Just dumb shit. That'll be the name of some multi-million selling group.
Concrete Grass.
Yeah.
That is kind of hard.
Joyner Lucas has a song out with J. Cole.
I'm not listening.
Round of applause.
No disrespect.
Why? You love J. Cole. You just told
I
me.
do love J. Cole.
So what do you mean?
I'm annoyed by the rollout, man. I'm annoyed by the rollout. I'm not gonna lie. This way, it's not working on me. I'm sorry, I'm not pressing play. You're not getting my 2 cents. Well, you get my 2
Even though
cents
it's
right
Cole.
here, I guess. Love Cole. I like Joyner Lucas a lot, but to do all that shit, he got his 60 grand back.
Everything's a rollout. This is what happens.
I don't like the
I don't like
outrage,
that.
cry for sympathy rollout. I don't like that shit, yo.
Don't take away from anything. If what happened, happened.
No doubt.
Cool. But
Of course.
again,
For me, it does.
why do you? To me, it says you wasn't really bothered by it that bad.
For me, it say you're not that nigga like you think.
In that,
How so?
Who says he thinks that?
Then you're not that nigga like you pretending to think. I pull that from, we don't need to talk about where we hold Cole. You know where Cole is. If you have a Cole feature,
He's been killing those lately.
if you have a Cole feature on your record that's coming, I'm planning for that.
Mm-hmm.
And my plan will be based on the greatness of myself, J. Cole, and the record.
Yeah.
and to jump on that point, Cole, when he put his list out of like it was like the whiteboard list of things the checklist.
Yeah.
He had features checked off, almost as in I'm done with the features.
So this shit might be a couple years old. You talking about?
No, not only that, but if Cole is putting it out like I'm done with the features, and I got a Cole feature, he ain't really. He's only doing like a 21 record. You know, he ain't featuring that much right now compared to when he was on his feature run.
Yeah.
It would be a big deal anyway.
Yeah.
I point that back to his team, and I know y'all gonna tell me I'm caping, maybe, but there's validity in what I'm saying. I point that right back to his team. If I got 2 to 3 weeks of fucking bulldozing through Karen shit, and the first thing I'm saying is, well, shit, if something is wrong, why are we just going about this publicly like this?
Right.
Like, why don't we just, hey, I get it, you feeling something, you're emotional, you want to let the fans know, but when someone don't seem to want to rectify something, when someone seem to just only be going about the public facing of it, and it's like, why?
Yeah.
So if
and
you
then
have
when you
this
follow it up
with the Cole feature, I'm pointing the finger at your team because y'all had 3 weeks to get this kid off of this nasty Karen bullshit and focus on your song with one of the biggest acts in the world. You got a video, one of the biggest acts in the world. Shit is nasty. It tells me that you needed to rely on the nasty shit so you could get eyeballs on something that should just stand on its own and get eyeballs.
Yeah.
And of course, y'all are going to say we're caping. Y'all going to say we're caping.
I'm caping and I'm right.
Yeah,
I'm caping and I'm right. See, because now doing it this way, you're going to get the same thing you've been getting, which is a video with 50 million views. You did nothing different but bash somebody.
Right. And that goes back to me. That's when I have a problem. I don't mind when it's a rollout, and I know it's a rollout. I mind when it's a rollout and you put some nastiness on somebody or you bash someone or you get people outraged about something. And all it was a rollout. That's all he was trying to do.
I don't like rollouts that are not merited in music, that are not based in music. And that seems to be what happens a lot now. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you for teasing some shit or teasing the video. Even the shit that these R&B acts is doing, where they'll play the first 4 seconds of their song, not even with the beat dropping, the hook, nothing. And then they just put the data drop. It's like, ooh. If you want to be tacky like that,
I don't even mind
strategic like that.
The creative J. Cole going to Africa to join a basketball team. It's
not mad at that either.
But even
it's weird, but it's not hurting nobody.
It's weird. It's aligned with who he is. He's been always trying to be a basketball player.
Right.
And that came after the album.
Right.
It wasn't oh, look, let me get some attention on me, and now here's a project. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't know if y'all heard about the YouTube dude that like was running the, I guess they call it illegal cable streaming platform that got taken down.
That's not our man, right?
Huh? It's not your man. That's not our man. Not our Apple guy.
How the fuck is y'all
Our
talking?
Apple expert.
I heard about this gentleman, Omi in a Hellcat.
Yeah, big Omi.
So yeah, he was running a YouTube service or a streaming service, I guess.
Okay.
Like a pirate streaming service where he was bypassing the provider and allegedly giving away free
the motherfuckers got some bread though.
Services. So they said he stole allegedly $30 million roughly. And they raided him.
Wait, he didn't steal.
He made
$30
million. But they're saying he made it illegally.
Oh, okay.
Bypassing the carrier.
Got it.
Thievery.
Got it. I got
it. Allegedly.
I got it.
Thievery. But a kid from New Jersey, Philly-esque, Omar Carasquillo. They call him Omi in a Hellcat.
Okay.
Real popular dude on Instagram. And for all of the crooks out there, stop getting on Instagram flossing. The shit creates unnecessary attention. If you are a crook.
Even if you're not a crook.
Even if you're not a crook, yeah.
Even if you're not a crook, you out here getting it legally. You on Instagram flossing. And what happens?
But if you're a crook,
I'm just saying.
Especially
if you're a crook.
Yeah.
Because it opens up the door. If you young and you black and you showing some level of extravagance, it's going to open up the door to you getting investigated. I know people personally that it's happened to, and it's unfair, right? But society looks at it like, yo, if you young and you black, you're not supposed to have this shit, and you had to get it through ill-gotten means. So now it's going to open up the door for them to start investigating you to prove that you got it legitimately.
There's like a million reasons not to put expensive shit
I'm just saying, I'm not disagreeing, but
legal or not.
Yeah, legal or not.
But if it's legal, then they'll just be sitting back hating. If it's not
It might
legal,
still give you a headache.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could still get it legal. You could be legal, taxes paid, everything, flossing on Instagram and have a shitload of problems.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit that you don't want to deal with.
we're saying two different things. I'm talking about when a nigga start investigating you,
No.
the feds start investigating.
But I'm saying, even if
you.
your shit is legal, they might investigate you and give you a headache that you got to deal with now
my
for
taxes,
no reason.
my taxes paid.
It's still a headache. You
Kiss
gotta
my
prove it.
ass. You know what I'm saying? But when you
Still a
doing
headache.
some shit that per him, he said he found a loophole. Loopholes can be interpreted in other ways. So if you found a loophole and you're doing some bullshit, stay low, get your money, and be cool.
Yeah, and if you think you're gonna fuck with Spectrum and all these fucking
Niggas on TV
billion-dollar networks,
Niggas on the
right?
Instagram with a Fat Joe Terror Squad looking chain, they coming to investigate you.
Yeah, it's a damn shame.
That's part of the culture today, unfortunately, though, is I feel
Posting
like
it.
you have to show that you have it. They gotta see that I got it. Like I heard, I forget who said it, but he said it as a joke, but it is kind of true. Somebody said, yo, you got all this money. Why you bought a Hellcat? You could have just bought a crib. It's like, yeah, but
They can't see.
they can't see. They don't know I own the crib. They're going to
can't
see
see the
me in
crib.
this Hellcat, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's a mindset for some
It's
people.
a real big mindset in our
like,
community.
yo, I got to show this. If I don't show it, it didn't happen.
Look, this nigga got $1 million on a car easily.
But
Show him.
car culture. Oh, he's from up here.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
he
he's
might-
from like South Jersey.
Oh, he might just like cars a lot.
And listen, there's nothing even wrong with probably buying the cars. Just you don't got to show them.
It's
no,
not.
there's something wrong with a fat nigga getting a Lambo. There's something wrong with that.
What's wrong?
All right, forget it.
It's too low for him to get
Fam,
out.
you ever
Solo got a
been in
squat.
a Lambo?
It's too low for
You
your ass to
cannot
get out.
convince
You
me
can't
that this
move.
big nigga is comfortable in a Lamborghini. Now, he might just be rich enough to say fuck comfort.
Yeah.
But
We've all worn some shoes for fashion. That you know what I mean.
I'm not familiar with the gentleman. Like,
Me
that's
either.
why I'm quiet. I'm not really familiar with his line of work, the cable shit that he does or runs, his Instagram page. I don't know any of it. I just know that it sounds like a good scam. I'm using the word scam because they're investigating him, not because that's what I think it is. But this sounds like a good loophole. I mean, and that's what separates the good business people from the bad is, hey, I found a loophole and I can freak it. Now, when the people that are in charge of
Guarding the
laws
loophole.
and
Yeah.
regulations and all of that type shit,
Well, not
now
even-
we start getting funny.
Well, not even that. All these companies, the media companies, the networks, all that shit, they're paying these fucking politicians and governors to go into the shit.
No, and nigga, some of the richest
Not taking
people
my
in
shit.
America found a loophole and
Of course.
abused it.
Of course.
But
Here's
now
my thing.
I am being a hypocrite. I'm being a hypocrite
We all
because if I looked on his server and saw our 500 episodes of podcasts on there to his fan base and audience,
It's
and
buying
he was-
for
and he
$2
was-
an episode.
Yeah, and he's
$2
making
a month.
$30 million. I'm gonna have an issue.
What?
I'm gonna want him arrested and locked up. Get this stuff
all
off
those
the-
This
cars.
fat motherfucker and that Lamborghini out of here.
Hey, buddy, that's not your content. The other day was the first day I thought to myself, yo, I don't need cable. I know I'm late to that. Everyone else in the
I've
world
had
has
cable
had
a
that
million
thought,
years.
but me. But yesterday was not yesterday, but the other day was the first day I said, I really don't need it.
What
I'm not there
spurred-
yet.
what
I
spurred
I hear
that
people
thought?
say it. I'm not there yet.
Fam, I
Because
haven't
I'm
had-
watching my behavior in the house. And my behavior in the house is as soon as I go in, I grab the Apple remote. Even if I grab the other remote first, in 5 minutes, I'm grabbing the Apple remote.
Yeah.
Cool. Then I only ever watched the news in the morning and ESPN, the sports shows.
Yeah.
The end. Oh, and my channel ID, my investigative shit. Now, I watch all my investigative shit on my apps.
Yeah, me too.
I watch the news on the apps.
I watch ESPN on my app.
And I could do without all the sports shit.
I'm not techie enough.
Even that though, Joe.
get my
even the sports shit.
I watch all my sports shit on that.
There's ESPN
Legally,
app.
by the way. Legally. Not through no.
Yeah, I'm talking about legally. Legally,
Yeah.
there is the
Yeah,
ESPN app.
but be clear. No disrespect to Disney. Fuck with y'all. ESPN, the app, got a long way to climb before they way down on my. When I get to looking at the apps,
I don't
Before they
know.
match the channel.
ESPN app.
what's
is-
on.
but if you
I
want
use-
sports,
I
and
use
you
that
looking
shit
for
all the time.
ESPN, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
probably
use
my
it.
most used app. Probably
What? ESPN?
ESPN. Yeah. I just put that shit on.
I believe.
Between
And-
Peacock and Hulu, I don't need TV. They got TV covered. Because Hulu is ABC
everybody.
and
Hulu
all of this and NBC and FX.
If you up your
and
Hulu
Showtime,
package, you can
and
actually
HBO if you want to get
and whatever's not Hulu is Peacock.
And if you up your package, you can get live TV in Hulu.
Yeah, correct.
Like
and in Peacock.
Oh, you can get live.
Yeah,
I mean,
Peacock
that's
you
just
get live
live,
TV.
but that's their networks. The Peacock.
Yeah, but they own
network,
a
the
lot
NBC.
of the networks.
Yeah, that's true.
Peacock is not for play,
That's true.
man.
Yeah.
Like
I
I have not had cable, like cable box, remote cable TV service since 2016.
I haven't
My
had
shit
it.
$250 a month. Could y'all niggas help me out?
I haven't had it since
You're
I,
what?
Cable.
I have never had cable
Well,
since I moved out of my parents' house.
But do you
Never
have
had
Apple
cable.
TV?
No, he don't have Apple nothing.
You got
Wait,
Android
what do you
TV.
watch when you go on? Just cable?
He really watches cable. Like if it,
Netflix,
even when you look at
Netflix,
And you watching that from your smart TV?
yeah, HBO Max, all that shit.
so you use the app on the television itself.
Yeah.
So what do you use cable for? Like the actual cable box. What do you watch?
HBO, Showtime.
But you just said
You
HBO
just
Max.
told me you
that's,
do that on your smart TV.
That's
though.
in the smart TV. That's the app.
That's not the cable box.
But regular HBO, you can't get some of that HBO Max shit. I don't think.
No, HBO Max gives you.
Wait,
everything.
you in the house watching regular HBO? Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
for a
no,
minute.
that's
wait, excuse me?
I don't even know nobody that
You
watches
know, Ish,
HBO.
what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Nothing. I don't take that shit that important. I don't watch TV as much as you. I'm not.
You know-
I'm not the doc king. I don't watch 70,000.
You're watching
different.
HBO like a fucking stegosaurus.
Okay.
What's on? What's on there? Oz? What's still on regular HBO?
It's
Everything.
It's 15 HBO.
This is how ancient you are. When I click regular HBO, like first of all, before HBO Max came out, they gave you a 2-month runway to say, "Yo, dog, we dead in everything but HBO Max. This is where you get everything."
Yeah, because it used to be
16
HBO Go.
Yo, and there was HBO Now.
Yeah,
There's
and then
two.
it went to HBO now.
All that
No, there
shit
was
is
two at
out
the
the
same
window.
time.
That shit is out of here.
Okay. It's 15, 16 HBOs, whatever the case may be.
You're frugal, must be.
No, he's
No,
spending
he paid $250 a month.
But he won't pay for the apps.
I don't know about
You
that
don't know.
shit.
There's
It's
people that
it's
don't
not
know.
money, nigga.
I tried to do that for my
I'm not a
grandparents.
tech guy, dog. That shit don't like all that shit y'all talking about. That shit don't really interest me. I don't watch TV like that. I work. I come home. I watch the little bit of shit. Y'all watch 70 different shows. I don't do that.
You're better than us. We
I'm not.
established that.
We have
part.
You're the
different-
alpha man.
We have
We already-
different.
the first alpha
We
man.
have different interests. I'm not
and,
watching
and
all
some of the same.
and some. Yeah, but I'm just saying. But some of the shit that y'all watching, I don't particularly watch.
In any case,
Hulu, right?
Between
Peacock,
HBO.
Amazon Prime,
I don't
HBO
watch
Max,
nothing on Amazon. I gotta start watching.
Netflix.
Yeah,
I
I
gotta start
my
watching
girl-
shit
my
on
girl
Apple
got
too.
it.
That's
Apple
before you
TV.
get to Stars, Showtime.
So where you watch Stars and Showtime at?
The
My
individual,
apps.
they have their own app.
But I watch it through.
Stars.
I started doing everything right through Hulu.
But yo,
now.
you gotta pay for that, right?
yeah, but it'd be like $7.
I'm just saying. But if you added them all up,
Nah, it's
It
not
still
the
wouldn't
same.
be?
It's not
Oh, okay.
$250.
And not only that, like a lot of the so this is what the cell phone companies are doing now. And the tip to lure you in, they're bundling. Like I still have Sprint. People laugh at that. Ha ha. Especially since Sprint has merged with T-Mobile, but I'm on a grandfathered account. I get Tidal, Hulu, Amazon Prime, the video service, and the actual Amazon Prime ordering, plus a bunch of other shit just bundled into the phone bill for $90 a month.
And the nice thing too is like with the subscription model is Stars, for instance, when power went down,
you could cut it
I
off.
just cut it off and then pop back in for the even though it's only
For the
$7,
canon.
I'm not
I
watching
understand.
nothing on there, so
Yeah,
I'm
that makes
cutting this
sense.
shit off and I go back when something I want to watch is on. Certain shit I'll always keep like Netflix and Hulu, although Netflix is
Netflix is
teetering on
fell
that
off
line
a
of
lot.
it might.
And then here's the other thing. Like, I mean, I know
Feels taboo to say.
I know,
the companies
I know.
ain't gonna like this, but
I've been on Netflix since it was DVDs. That shit is getting on that.
here's the other thing people are doing. Because like you said, Ish, when you add them all up, you're damn near paying the cable bill, right? Not if you were subscribed to Netflix, you're subscribed to HBO, I'm subscribed to Disney
Oh,
Plus,
just sharing
and
each other's
no,
passwords.
you can create profiles. So
Yeah.
that's what people are doing. Real talk. Like people are, yo, we all go together on it. You get this, you get this, you get this. Now you only paying $6 a month, but you getting access to everything.
Gotcha.
He's paying $8 a month.
All
You're
you
paying-
niggas going under the jail with Fat Man.
No, that's
No,
legal.
that's legal.
Yeah.
That's legal.
To pass the shit around?
I can create as many.
Open source.
No, that's not open source.
Oh.
That's something totally different.
My friend's source.
My friend's
cousin's source.
Like, you know how many people like Netflix was trying to crack down on that for a long time because they were the ones that was like abused the most.
Yeah.
Like so many people don't even know whose Netflix they using.
Yeah, but they got
People be having their ex-girlfriend and all that.
How is that not in some way, shape, or form illegal?
It's not illegal. Like, yo, if I'm at your crib.
Because I pay for it?
No, if I'm at your crib and I go to cut the Netflix on and you don't have it, so I log in under my name and then I leave, but it's still logged in.
That's one of the moments I feel like scum when you having date night with a girl and you pull up the app,
And say,
but it's in one of your old work.
Oh, your old work ain't petty then, because you're supposed to go in and log everybody out.
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I know that's what you should do,
They
but no.
love not when you.
Oh, yeah. You.
And I was just speaking in general, dog.
Oh,
No,
About
not when
that.
you that dude though. Not when you that dude.
yeah,
you
yeah,
lay
yeah.
it down.
No, you're right.
They want to come back.
Or when you're dealing with adult women,
Yeah, true. Okay.
like women that aren't petty.
Got it. I was talking about me being petty and logging out the old work. I was talking about the women.
I know Netflix never thought they'd see a day where they wouldn't even be in somebody's top 2 or 3 preferred apps.
Not even close. Not for me. My girl still watches a lot of shit on there. They have a lot of like shit that probably women might like. Dating kind of shows and social experimenty kind of shows that
I think
are.
the pandemic fucked them up
I think so too.
because they were putting so much money into the stand-up comics.
That's it.
Like, and then the pandemic hit, there were no more stand-up shows.
But I think their shit was also just more
So they had to branch
indie.
out.
So they, people were making their own shit and putting it up there more or less, selling it to them. At a high level, obviously. But I think a lot of those smaller TV companies maybe stopped doing shit.
Like even Money Heist.
Yeah.
That shit got cut off overseas, and Netflix bought it and picked it up. I think they was pushing out too much shit, yo.
Well, that's what everybody's
they
doing
was popular
now.
as
That's the
fuck
game.
at one
That's the
time,
name
yo.
of the game. It's original content.
They
It's
was
like
popular as fuck.
everybody's throwing. Apple started their Apple TV Plus service, and they are throwing billions away at the biggest names they could find. But a lot of the shows just aren't hitting because Apple don't want to take risks. They want to keep everything family friendly. Every show. So because of that, they're not willing to get edgy.
That show Ted Lasso is doing really well, though. I saw.
I like that show.
I never watched it.
Did y'all see Eddie Murphy just got a 3-movie deal or something from Amazon?
Really?
I knew that was coming.
And a
after
stand up,
that.
right?
I knew that was coming.
Netflix just.
Beyonce and Jay
You know
got
what it is?
something
The other good sites balance out the original content with some standards. You know what I'm saying? Like some Cheers, Seinfeld,
Type shit.
Martin, whatever the fuck.
Like old school sitcom
Anything.
type
A couple
shit.
movies, something. Netflix kind of got rid of all that. When
Well,
they lost the Stars deal.
They lost it. It wasn't that
million
they got
years
rid
ago.
of it. Like Peacock launching their own thing. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
we're gonna
right.
take The Office off of here.
Yeah.
We're gonna take our big shows because we're gonna put them where we want you to sign up here.
Yeah, you're right.
Universal, Paramount Plus, like everybody's running their own services now.
Yeah,
That's
you're
where
right.
the game is. So that's why original content is where everybody putting their money. Because at first, when Apple was getting ready to jump into the streaming game, they were going to try to partner up with all of these companies.
Yeah.
And all the companies was like, fuck out of here. We're not taking that little money you offer.
don't need y'all.
We can go run our own shit.
I don't need you.
So now the game is, all right, we got to throw a big bag at this person.
Yeah.
We got to buy this movie. We
At
got to buy the
50
rights to
Cent
this.
or somebody else that got original
we have
content,
to.
original
We have
program.
to. There's no other way to keep people coming to our, which is Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Took the entire Star Wars, entire Marvel, all of their catalog, and ran their own service.
But that's what makes them more appealing than Netflix. Is that you can go back and watch
But you have a back
The
catalog.
Little Mermaid or whatever the fuck.
See, Netflix was the first one. And then once everybody else
Everybody
realized
else
we could make
caught
our
on
own,
what
and we
happened.
own our own shit already,
Yeah.
Netflix.
I don't need
was the-
Netflix anymore.
Yeah,
Y'all
Netflix kind of
disposable at
became
that
the
point.
victim of that.
Why won't you get a Rolex?
I'm not a watch guy.
You're a chain guy.
I like chains.
You getting one soon?
What's the difference?
One you wear on your neck, one you wear on your wrist.
He's devoted to Apple. If Rolex did a joint venture with Apple, you'll get one.
I would.
I'm
know.
not gonna lie, I'd be conflicted because I'd like Apple Watches as well.
I love my watch.
Yeah, me too.
Like that's it. I'm not looking for a watch. I'm cool.
You looking for a chain?
I'm not looking for a chain anymore either.
Oh, you can't. Ooh, you discovered America. Okay,
I'm
Columbus.
just not looking for anything. I'm chilling, Ish.
Gotcha.
I'm chilling.
What you want?
Why you
want-
stop looking?
You went big on the chain or on the joint
dependent.
pendant? You went big on the pendant?
How big? Pause.
It's decent, bro.
Decent is relative. I'm asking you, How many inches in diameter, pause, is your chain? I don't know. Pendant.
It's not finished yet.
Flavor Flav clockish?
No. I'm not doing anything crazy. It's not finished yet. When it's done, you'll see it.
I've seen it, Ice.
It's not finished yet, Ish.
I've seen the prototype. You know you got a dope ass chain when you got a prototype. Like you got the architect out for your chain. You that man. You the man. I just want to be like
that's
you.
Ice, man.
An Ice.
You can't be Ice without Ice.
Doom, 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 doom.
Can y'all change the subject? Like, so Sha'Carri Richardson, she responds
but
to.
But where you go in your life that you need this change? Where you going?
I don't need it.
Well, where you
anywhere.
Going? Where you going with this thing on?
Anywhere.
Starlets, nigga. When they see him walk in, they gonna be like, he got it.
No, they don't.
That's what they gonna do.
The bartender got one on bigger than mine.
No, they got a better watch.
No, they got
and a better chain.
No, you ain't
and
see
better rings.
You ain't see his chain.
That's true.
That nigga got a QB piece. Make you niggas tuck your shit in. I'm telling you. Go ahead to Sha'Carri.
Who's on it? Jesus?
No.
Ice-ish. What the fuck you talking about?
So, Sha'Carri Richardson.
You got a Sha'Carri chain?
No, I don't have a Sha'Carri chain.
I knew you were a fan.
And it's Sha'Carri.
Sha'Carri, you're right.
Pardon me.
But yes, Usain Bolt has made a statement in regards to her. He told her, talk less, train more. Is what she needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
And she has an issue with that because she feels like the people that don't speak to her are only speaking to her in the media.
Okay.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
He was asked a question in the interview if he had any advice to give her, what would he say?
Mm-hmm.
And he said he would tell her to train harder and just be focused and not say too much. Because when you start saying shit, you got to back it up. When you got big talk, you got to back it up.
I don't think that's particularly inflammatory.
I don't think so either. So he said, yo, just train hard, chill, come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, you got to let your performance do the talking.
Mm-hmm.
And if you start talking shit, you got to be able to take what come with that.
Right.
That's my opinion on what he said.
And she was mad about that.
She didn't get mad.
Oh.
Someone posted a comment and said everybody want to give advice in the media, but none of them actually want to take the time to speak to her outside the media.
That's fair, though.
So I feel her.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
they said, stop speaking on me when you don't even speak to me. And she said, she just reposted that and said, I couldn't have said it better myself. Where it seems like all the greats are giving me all this advice in the media, but no one's reaching out. If you really care, say something to me. Pull me to the side. Yo, shorty, you out. That's her take on that.
I agree. I'm not opposed to that. I think if you have my number, even the shit that goes on,
doesn't matter if you have it. You can go on Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
No. The shit when you got my phone number, or if you have a means to get my phone number,
yeah.
Like even in the industry with Joe and all them, with all that shit they used to be going through, it's like, my nigga, if you really had something to say to me, you could get my number. Mm-hmm. Get my number, call me like, yo, dog, you said XYZ. Yes, no, we can clear it up and have a conversation like that.
Just send me, yo, can I holler at you?
That being said, I don't think what he said was particularly inflammatory.
I don't either. I
think that was pretty blanket.
I don't either, but
that's what Usain Bolt should have did, huh?
No, not all the way from Jamaica.
Got a
train
phone
more?
number.
No, not with this particular instance.
No, introduced himself and then
said
gave her advice privately.
No, not in this instance. Because again, he didn't say anything wrong.
Right.
He was asked in an interview if he had any advice for her. What would it be? It's nothing wrong with what he said. Yeah. I don't think anything was wrong with what he said. But other people that may, like even the other black Olympian, what was the girl name? I don't think what she said was bad either. Sha'Carri jumped on her ass though, but I don't think what she said was bad. I just think
what she said. What did she say?
I don't remember. It was something very similar though.
Yeah, something.
They're all the greats are saying the same thing to her.
And Sha'Carri was like, "Yo, shorty, shut up! You don't kick it to me when
you have to put the work in. Let the work speak for you." That's pretty much the gist of what all the greats are saying to her. You could be great, but you talking too much. You're not there yet.
I agree.
I agree.
The fact
too.
that she even got time to respond to what Usain Bolt is saying in an interview just proved his point. The fact that she got time to do this, say, fam, what are you doing?
Right.
This is where your focus is. I couldn't have said it better myself. All right, even if you got a point, why are you typing this? Where you at? What are you doing?
Why would you like? This is a fucking kid, and this is what this is their world.
Please.
No, I'm being real.
Stop, please.
This is their world. All they care about is Instagram, bro.
It ain't a kid's world. They kids in the world.
All they care about is Instagram.
That was a good one.
It's true though. It's like
in the kids' world, they're kids in the world.
They're kids in the world. He's sounding like the dudes telling me about today's NBA players that just want to play Fortnite because that's what today's game is. Well, yeah, but so no. He sound like when they start talking about the players that put more time and energy into the outfit that they wear walking into the arena.
That's the knock on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, that's today.
And it shows in your work.
Yeah.
Same with her. Same with Ben Simmons.
So nobody's wrong for pointing that out. Nobody got to call your little fucking ass to tell you shit. Who the fuck are you?
Especially to Usain Bolt or
what are you talking about? Usain Bolt?
No. The other girl was a 12-time gold
Olympic gold medalist.
I'm sorry, I don't have her name right in front of me.
You don't tie your shoes well enough to get sassy with Usain Bolt. You don't.
That's true.
And I'm telling you that as a historian, an Olympian, somebody who broke records. Michael Johnson did the same.
Right.
You should be honored that these niggas, look at the niggas you got coming out. You got them dudes coming out. It ain't for you to retweet Atlanta massage page. Like, what are you talking about? And you want to tell me about she's a kid?
No, I'm not saying she's right. I'm saying this is how they move.
Look, but if I say this,
that's how these kids move today.
If I say
this is what they think.
I know, but this is how adults move.
It's still
they recognize something wrong and they say it.
Yeah. I was talking to my grandmother on the phone a couple days ago, and like y'all all know my family went through something. We lost my uncle.
Yeah.
And we were just having a talk about final expenses, preparation, things of that nature. And like I told her, I said, listen, I have multiple insurance policies. I have certain things with my daughter's name. So, God forbid something happens to me, she's taken care of. Of course, it'll be when she turns 18. She won't be able to access anything.
Right.
My mom pointed out a good point. She's like, what happens in the interim? What happens if something happens between now and when she's 18? You can't leave your insurance policies to her. You need to leave something to someone else so that we have the money to bury you with, or whatever you see fit.
Right.
And I just never thought about it that way, because my stance on it used to always be, hey, when I'm going, I'm going. Y'all do whatever y'all want to do with me. But a lot of people don't really realize that there is that can become a burden on your family.
It is,
for sure.
I see a lot. I had a childhood friend of mine, rest in peace, Sharice, passed away a couple weeks ago, and I found out because I saw
a GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
Yeah.
And that's sad, yo, when it's like, damn, people have whole lives, families, the whole shit, and no plan for, we don't know when we're going to go. So I think a lot of, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but I think a lot of people listening to everything just need to really think about that, because it is going to happen. That's the one thing that's guaranteed, and you don't know when. So it's going to happen. The last thing you kind of want to do is
be a burden on your parents that might already
they're already going through it.
Your kids, yeah.
Or your kids, or your significant other, whoever. They're already going through it. Just try to be a little bit more mindful. I hope people can do it.
Yeah. I certainly never thought about it.
Super big in the black community.
Yeah.
And the black community is crazy. Somebody I know deals in investments. And like he be going across the country all that dealing with like planning, like financial planning.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, and he black, and he was like, one of the biggest difference that he sees in white wealth and black wealth, because they say like our wealth, the gap is like this, right, between black wealth and white wealth. And two of the things that he attributes to the gap in white wealth and black wealth is insurance and home ownership. So what happens with us, a lot of us, even when we get money, we rent. So you rent and you're not getting nothing out of it. What tends to happen is your kids, and this is where redlining came in. Redlining is big. It's something for those that don't know. Back in the day, black people, they literally would take a red line and draw it on a map, and black people couldn't buy houses in these specific neighborhoods. They would draw a red line around, and you weren't allowed. Like they even got deed restrictions today that say no Negroes can own a home. That's part of the deed. I mean, it's
old deeds, yeah.
Yeah, it's null and void today, but the deed restriction still is there on the deed. So again, let's say your mom and dad got married when they bought a house for $60,000 30 years ago.
Yeah.
In a certain neighborhood, that house might be worth $1 million. You had 2 kids, they pass away. The 2 kids get an immediate $500,000 wealth jump. Right? Now, let's say the mother had insurance for $400, the dad had insurance for $400. Again, that's another $400,000 that they both got. They are millionaires.
Right.
They could be school teachers.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? They could do any old job, but whatever their job is, they are now instant millionaires. Right? So with black people, we don't really be having life insurance. Accordingly, I saw my father died at 19. It was an eye-opener for me. He had insurance, like my father's a cop, so he had all of that shit. But, dog, funeral expenses, they high as hell.
Yeah.
Like, just burying people, jokers be, and this be one of the things that I argue, like, yo, we riding around in them Benzes, and when you die, somebody got to take a GoFundMe out to bury your dumbass. Like, that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, people's kids don't be having shit, and you had all this money, whether it was from hustling, whether it was from whatever, you left nothing for your family to raise your kids. That's selfish to me, and that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that, especially in our communities, I know affects our communities, because every time somebody pass away, it's a GoFundMe on Facebook.
GoFundMe, fish fry, they selling something. Come on, man. We know what it is.
The T-shirts for $10, $15. That shit is crazy to me.
And the other thing is, I've noticed, and it's a lot in the black community, we don't like to talk about death.
No, we don't.
That conversation,
we don't.
Don't even. I have family members years ago. I had another uncle who was up in age. He was in his late 70s, and you know, he owned some property and stuff. And my grandparents would ask him, like, "Hey, look, you know, in the event, you know, at the end, what do you want to happen?" He would leave. No, I don't want to have that talk, and leave. Like, it's just the mere thought of it is, nah, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just leave it alone. We deal with it when it gets here.
I've seen people, you know, I fuck with houses. I've seen people, somebody pass away, and dog is 6 siblings, and they fighting so much, the house get lost.
They lose the house.
The house will get lost. Like, they beefing so much and can't come to terms that the house will get lost and sold for pennies on the dollar, dog.
Damn. Like,
shit like that, it happens all the time. Like, proper planning is you can get a will offline for fucking $60. Like, Susie Orman got wills for $60. You could jump online, do one your own self, or any site online. And if you don't have one,
legal Zoom on.
It opens up the whole beef. When you got multiple kids or you got siblings, that shit be a nightmare.
And that's the other thing. We tend to, when I'm speaking on black people or community again, we tend to think a will means you got to be rich and leave it. No.
We do think that.
We think when you hear will, it's from a rich person or somebody with an estate with a bunch of shit. No. Your will is literally just, yo, when I pass, this is what I want to happen.
Right.
That's it.
I want my goldfish to go to Lil
Rakim. That's it.
I want the dog to go to Shirley. I want my baseball card collection to go to such and such. That's literally what you're saying.
Little things, though. Like, you might live as a Muslim, but you might not practice every day or something. But you might say you're Muslim. You pass away, your family, when you don't want your funeral at a church. Little instructions. Like, you just conversations that I just think people should look into having.
Nah, that's real. Especially when you start getting up there in our age. It'd be something that you really don't want to think about, but, you know, a lot of us got kids. You know what I'm saying? That shit starts to be important. Like, again, your kid's mom or dad may not be the best with finances, right? You might have a baby mother like Chanel bags. You might have, you know what I'm saying? You leave $200,000, that shit is gone in 2 years. Now your kid don't have no college fund.
Right.
That shit happens. That shit really happens.
That's the other thing too. Like, you know, you leave money or something to a person that you may think might do right. Or people change when that money hit, though.
Word. Yeah. Your parents. It's people's parents. You'll think, I'm going to just leave that shit to my dad. Your dad went and bought a boat.
Right.
Motorcycle, Harley. Shit like
now.
that. And get your kids shit. Like, all of that stuff is important, dog, when you start talking about proper planning in the event of your demise. All of that shit is important.
Like, I just brought that up because I think the people should hear.
I never thought about it. I'm glad you did bring it up.
Again, I didn't think, and she wasn't even, the conversation I had with my grandmother, it wasn't even that. We were literally just kicking it. Like, I kick it with her every other day just about. And we just kicking it. They got their whole, her and my grandfather, they got their whole shit played out. They going in the mausoleum in the wall. They got it paid for. They got this. What's happening with the property? What's this? Like, they are set.
That's dope. And most people don't, like my mom. This is a personal story. My mother like, yo, I got enough to put me in the ground. Because to them, dog, that they were doing their duty. Like, I don't want to be a burden to you.
Right.
My life insurance is caca. It's the minimums, just enough to put me in the ground. So now my thing is, yo, let me get another, and it sounds disheartening, but a lot of ethnicities do this. Like, they know if you're in your 80s or you're in your 60s, time is up. Now it's a time game, right? They'll go get policies, and and they'll pay for them.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna get a policy on grandma, and I'll pay the $250 a month, or I'll pay the $100 a month, whatever the case may be.
Right.
And when they pass away, you cash out. People look at it as insensitive, which in a manner of speaking it is, but it's not.
It's not. It's
Death
not
is
insensitive
inevitable.
at all.
Death is inevitable.
Yes, it's not insensitive at all because, like you just said, death is inevitable. It's going to happen, no matter what.
So if you passed away and somebody got $100,000, and then Parks got 100, Corey got 100, all of us got 100.
Yeah,
bro, this is your family. This is your lineage.
Right.
You should be happy that they all made some money.
Yeah.
Because, again, they didn't kill you for the money. Like, they made some money just in the event of you passing away, which, again, is going to be inevitable. A lot of ethnicities, they do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cultures, they do that. We don't really do that.
Yeah, I just think we as a people, and I'm speaking to the viewers and stuff, just be more mindful of that because we don't at all. Like, we'll pass away and figure it out.
Yeah, that's literally, yo. Dog,
Good luck.
It's a joke. It be coming on memes and shit. And it says, it'll say, white people, right? And it'll be like, on HGTV, right? It'll say, Sally is a part-time school nurse. Johnny is a sous chef. What's your budget? Oh, $2.7 million. Like, you be on HGTV, these niggas be trying to buy houses in fucking Costa Rica somewhere for $3 million. You're like, what you do for a living? They got that money from insurance. They got that money from real estate of their parents or their grandparents or whatever the case may be that left them that shit because their planning was different. And a lot of us as black people, we be first-time home buyers, or your parents might have been first-time home buyers, or that really didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, again, education is not, ignorance is not a bad thing. You just didn't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to kind of start learning more shit than Instagram and Gucci bags and all that other shit. Like, we got to start taking interest in other shit and prioritizing other shit for our kids and our family.
I like it.
Yeah.